This morning's Chainlink video put a single closing rule in its title. The market spent the entire session obeying it, floor after floor. The close tonight is 8.12, down 4.5% under every average that matters, with momentum at 25.8. Here is the cascade in order. The rule came from the rebound itself. The line at 8.3041, the level that kept the bounce readable as something more than a simple correction. At 7 in the morning, a candle closed at 8.30, less than half a cent under the line. A close is a close. The reading the rebound carried for 2 days was retired right there. The next hour made it look survivable. 8 o'clock closed back above, 2 cents clear. That close is still the last one above the line. From 9 in the morning onward, the market printed 8 straight closes underneath, and the afternoon turned the leak into a cascade. Branch 2 of the morning tree said that under the rule, the old correction low at 8.162 comes back into range. It came back within 6 hours and it did not hold for long. 1 in the afternoon was the candle that did the real damage. It cut through wave 4's low at 8.267 and through the correction low on a single bar. An hour later came the low of the day, 8.021, 14 cents under the old correction low. And this break is different in kind. 4 straight closes have now finished under 8.162. Accepted, not wicked. Branch 3 named what opens under that low, the midpoint of the entire climb, at 7.963. The selling stopped 5 8/10 of a cent above it. 3 branches published in the morning, 3 executed by the close, in order. Measure the whole move down. From the rebound high to today's low is 1.38 times the entire rebound. Everything the bounce had built unwound with interest in a day. Against the larger structure, this correction now hands back 47% of the advance off the weekly floor, deep and still inside what an ordinary correction is allowed to do. Step out to the weekly to see why that matters. The advance being corrected left from a floor near $7 that was touched 3 times and never broken. Half the climb has been given back. The floor itself has not been asked anything. That floor, at 7.01, is the only price that retires the advance reading. Tonight's low stayed more than $1 above it. Every branch that executed today happened inside the correction, not against the count. The label also survives its own rules. The second wave held the start, the third was not the shortest, the fourth never entered the first. Those joints did not move today. What did move is depth. The low traded under wave 1's top, 15 cents, into territory the correction had never visited, which is how far a market travels when 3 floors give way in one session. The shelf below is the midpoint at 7.963, untraded, 5 8/10 of a cent under the low. Closes beneath it would point at the golden of the whole climb near 7.74. Above, repair begins only back at the old correction low. That is the strange shape of tonight. The first thing buyers have to reclaim is 8.162, the level that used to be the floor of the whole correction. Above that, wave 4's low, then the rule line itself. Momentum sits at 25.8 deep in oversold, and both hourly averages hang about 19 cents overhead. Rallies here start with an audience of sellers. Tomorrow inherits 3 questions. Is the midpoint traded or defended? Does 8.162 turn into resistance the way the rule line did? And does the weekly floor stay out of it? This read stays bearish while the rule line caps the closes. The channel published the tree before the market climbed down it. That is the method, and it cuts both ways because tomorrow it gets graded again in public, on its own numbers. None of this is financial advice. Subscribe so the next count finds you, like the video if it earned it, and pass it on.